What if I told you that your so-called healthy breakfast might be the reason that you're feeling tired by 10 a.m. and still not losing weight? Here's the kicker. Foods like oatmeal, fruit smoothies, and even whole grain toast can spike your blood sugar more than a donut for some people. I've seen it happen, and I have the CGM data to prove it. And no, you don't have to go full carnivore or eat dry chicken at 7 a.m. to fix it. You just need the right protein-packed breakfast that keeps your blood sugar stable and energy stable all morning. In this video, I'm going to be giving you 5 of my go-to high-protein breakfast ideas. They're easy, they taste amazing, and best of all, they keep you off that glucose roller coaster. Let's get into it. I'm Kait, a nutritionist who has helped hundreds of clients balance their blood sugar and reverse insulin resistance naturally with real food. And it all starts with what's on your breakfast plate. Before we jump into the breakfast ideas, I'm quickly going to start with why this even matters. Because what you eat first thing in the morning can set the tone for your blood sugar and energy for the rest of the day. Here's what's happening under the hood. When you eat a breakfast that's high in carbohydrates, toast, cereal, or even that healthy oatmeal with banana and honey, your blood sugar spikes. Your body responds by releasing insulin, which is like the key that helps shuttle sugar out of your bloodstream into your cells. That's normal. We need insulin. But here's the problem. Big blood sugar spikes are always followed by big blood sugar crashes. So you go from feeling full and energized to hungry, tired, and cranky a few hours later. Now, if you do that once, no big deal. But if you start your day like this every day, your blood sugar and insulin stays on a roller coaster. That makes it a lot harder to lose fat, keep cravings under control, or stay focused throughout the day. So why does protein fix this? When you eat a breakfast that's high in protein, it digests more slowly. It doesn't cause a huge glucose spike, so insulin stays stable. Plus, protein helps to release glucagon, a hormone that actually counterbalances insulin and encourages your body to use stored energy, not just store fat. And here's the cool part. Studies show that starting your day with protein improves blood sugar control, not just for breakfast, but for lunch and dinner as well. It's called the second meal effect. Your body is literally more metabolically stable for the rest of the day. So instead of starting your morning with a spike and a crash, a high protein breakfast helps to keep you more flat and stable. And your body stays in fat burning mode instead of fat storing mode. And that's why I'm such a stickler for what you eat at breakfast. It's not about perfection, but it's about stacking the odds in your favor from the start. All right, so now we know the why. I'm going to tell you exactly what to eat instead. Meal number 1 is one of my all-time staples, and you can make it in less than 10 minutes. We're talking 2 whole eggs, 2 sausage links, and half an avocado. This combo gives you around 30 grams of high-quality protein, plus healthy fats that keep you full for hours. And here's why it works. First, let's start by talking about the eggs, a perfect protein source. When you eat eggs, you're getting all the essential amino acids plus choline and healthy fats that support brain function and satiety. And don't worry, the cholesterol in eggs isn't a problem. Cholesterol was actually removed as a nutrient of concern almost 10 years ago by the US dietary guidelines. In other countries, it was never considered to be a nutrient of concern, and there was never a limit on it. Next, let's talk about the sausages. Just make sure they're sugar-free and don't have any added flour or fillers. And ideally grass-fed and finished. This adds a solid hit of protein and fat, and if you're using a quality brand, you're avoiding the additives and fillers that mess with your metabolism. And then avocado. It adds fiber and potassium, which are great for blood sugar balance and blood pressure. Plus, it gives you that creamy texture that makes this whole plate feel rich and satisfying. But what are you missing out on with this meal? Well, there's no refined carbs and no added sugar. So there's nothing here that's going to cause a spike and a crash hours later. I've tested this exact meal using a continuous glucose monitor, and my blood sugar barely moves. It's flat. And that's what you want, a steady start to the day. Now, a bonus tip, if you're in a rush, you can batch cook boiled eggs and sausages ahead of time and just reheat them in the morning. Or toss the sausage in an air fryer and fry the eggs fresh. Like I said, 10 minutes max. Next up is a high protein breakfast that's great if you're running out the door. No stove required. This is great for if you have 0 time to cook, but you still want to hit at least 30 grams of protein. It's super simple. 1 scoop of clean whey protein powder, half a cup of plain Greek yogurt, and 1 tablespoon of seeds. This could be chia seeds, flax seeds, or hemp seeds. Optional is to add a few berries on top or a pinch of cinnamon for flavor. But why does this work? Let's break it down. The protein powder gives you a quick and concentrated hit of protein. Ideally, we want to be using whey isolate because it's the most bioavailable. Just make sure you're choosing one with no added sugar. One scoop usually has around 20 to 25 grams of protein on its own. And then the Greek yogurt adds even more protein. You get about 10 grams per half a cup, plus probiotics and calcium. Just make sure it's unsweetened and full fat if possible. And the seeds? They're rich in fiber and healthy fat, which helps slow digestion even more and keeps your blood sugar stable. This combo is creamy and filling and doesn't have the blood sugar bomb that you get from flavored yogurt or fruit smoothies. Now, a note on something to watch out for. Just make sure to choose a good, clean whey protein powder. No artificial sweeteners or sugar. And don't go too crazy with the fruit. A few raspberries or blueberries, totally fine. They're low GI and loaded with fiber. But skip the banana because that's a blood sugar spike waiting to happen. By the way, a lot of the proteins that I'm talking about in today's video, I personally buy from Butcher Crowd. They deliver grass-fed and finished beef and lamb, pasture-raised chicken and pork, and wild-caught fish and seafood straight to your door. So I always have quality protein on hand. I've been using them for years, and they make hitting my protein goal so easy. They deliver Australia-wide, and with the option to change, pause, or cancel your subscription at any time, there's no reason not to give them a try. If you want to check them out, you can head to healthcoachkait.com/butchercrowd and make sure to use code HCK15 at checkout because that's going to save you 15% off your first box. And let me tell you, their sausages are absolutely delicious. No added sugar, no added filler. So if you do order from Butcher Crowd, make sure to add some sausages to your box. All right, now let's move on to meal number 3, a breakfast salad. This one might sound a little bit different, but stay with me here. And no, I don't just mean lettuce and vinaigrette first thing in the morning. I'm talking about a protein-packed plate of savory goodness. One that's just as satisfying as eggs on toast, but without the blood sugar spike. Here's what's in it. A bed of mixed greens, 100 grams of smoked salmon or shredded rotisserie chicken, 1 hard-boiled egg or soft-boiled if you like a little bit of a runny yolk, a few slices of avocado, and a drizzle of olive oil. You can also sprinkle some hemp seeds on top or goat's cheese for extra protein and flavor. This insulin-friendly, nutrient-dense breakfast ticks every box. You've got 30 plus grams of protein from either the salmon or the chicken and the egg, also a little bit from the cheese as well. You've got your healthy fats from the avocado and the olive oil and also the salmon and the egg too. Now on the topic of smoked salmon versus chicken, if you want omega-3s and that salty, savory vibe, go for wild-caught smoked salmon. It's also anti-inflammatory, which helps with insulin sensitivity. And if you're in Australia, you can get it from Butcher Crowd. Now, if you're not into fish in the morning, shredded chicken works perfectly, especially if you've got leftovers from the night before. And don't be afraid to repurpose dinner proteins for breakfast. Your metabolism doesn't care if it's breakfast food or not. It just wants nutrients. Meal number 4 is a high-protein breakfast for when you want something that's a little bit sweet, but still want to be in fat burning mode. And it's my cottage cheese bowl. It's creamy, filling, and totally customizable. And yes, it tastes delicious. You're gonna start with 1 cup of full fat cottage cheese. You're gonna add a tablespoon of almond butter and sprinkle some cinnamon or raw cacao powder on top. Optional to add a few walnuts, hemp seeds, or a dash of vanilla extract. And this combo is gonna give you 30 grams of quality protein, maybe even a little bit more, depending on your toppings, with basically no sugar. Now, cottage cheese is having a moment right now, but I do still think it is a little bit underrated. It's rich in a form of protein called casein, which digests slowly and keeps you full. Plus it's high in calcium, which plays a role in fat metabolism. The almond butter adds healthy fat and a little bit of sweetness without any added sugar. It also has magnesium, which supports insulin sensitivity. And the cinnamon isn't just for flavor. It's been shown to help improve glucose response and reduce insulin spikes after meals. Now, a few things to avoid. You want to make sure you're getting full fat cottage cheese, not the skim version. Sometimes the low fat ones, they have added sugar and other ingredients. You want to stay away from those. Plus we want the fat. So get a plain full fat version and dress it up yourself. Super easy to make, super quick, and super delicious. All right, and I have one last one coming up that might be a little bit unconventional, but honestly, this is my go-to a lot of mornings, and that is leftovers for breakfast. Because let's get real, not every morning is Pinterest perfect. Sometimes the best high protein, blood sugar friendly option is what you already have in your fridge. Basically, you're just gonna take whatever leftover protein you have for dinner. If you have grilled steak, roast chicken, baked salmon, meatballs, these can all be great options. Then you're gonna pair it with something simple, like some sauteed greens, a fried or poached egg, some leftover roasted veggies, or even half of an avocado. You can reheat the protein and simply top it with a fried egg or some olive oil. Done in 5 minutes. You're getting 30 plus grams of quality protein with no blood sugar spike. There's nothing magical about specific breakfast food. It's all just marketing. You can eat any type of food at any time of day. Your body doesn't care if it's pancakes or salmon at 8 a.m. It cares about nutrients. And starting your day with real protein-rich leftovers sets you up for stable blood sugar and way fewer cravings later. Plus, this is the most realistic option for busy people. You're saving time, reducing food waste, and eating like someone who takes their health seriously. So next time you're staring at your fridge in the morning and thinking you have nothing to eat, think again. Leftovers might be your fastest and healthiest option. Now that we've covered all 5 breakfast ideas, I'm going to quickly recap and give you a few bonus tips. Number 1 was eggs, sausage, and avocado. Simple, balanced, and super satisfying. Number 2 was a protein bowl with Greek yogurt and seeds. Perfect for busy mornings. Number 3 was a breakfast salad with salmon or chicken. Light, fresh, and packed with nutrients. Number 4, cottage cheese with almond butter and cinnamon. It's a little bit sweet and surprisingly filling. And number 5 was leftovers. No rules, no cooking, just real food that works. Each of these hit that 30 grams of protein minimum you want to be aiming for every morning. They're not going to spike your blood sugar, and they're going to keep you full for hours. And remember, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to eat one of these 5 breakfasts every single day. Even just swapping your usual breakfast a few times per week with one of these options, that's going to make a massive difference in your blood sugar, your cravings, and your metabolism over time. Aim for consistency, not perfection. Now, let me know in the comments which of these breakfasts you're gonna try first, or if you have a high protein breakfast favorite that you want me to try, let me know down below. And if you want more videos like this, make sure to check out my video on how to get 100 grams of protein in a day. I'll link it right here and in the description box as well. And final thing before you go, remember it's so important to stock your fridge with high quality protein. And that's where ButcherCrowd can help. Head to healthcoachkait.com/butchercrowd to check them out and use code HCK15 at checkout to save 15% off your first box. Remember, that's available in Australia only. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.